Father Thaddeus, Our Lady shows us what great joy is when we pray the joyful mysteries of the Rosary. And Father Nuno tells us, first we must long for this great joy. He asks, what is the true joy of our humanity? What do you think, Father Thaddeus? What is the true joy of our humanity?
You are listening to the Rosary Hour Podcast.
Only God can fulfill true joy.
Now remember the difference between joy and happiness. Is Amelia with us here? This little girl that was with us earlier, she asked me the question. Where are you, Amelia? There you are. Stand up, Amelia. Stand up. This dear girl is beautiful. This girl right here. She hosted one of our Rosary prayer groups online. Well, anyway, she just came to me today and said, Father, what is joy? What is joy? And I said, Amelia, if the Detroit Lions win the Super Bowl, I will be happy. I will be so happy, but it won't bring true joy. True joy only comes eternal in the internal. Happiness is an outward expression.
True joy. Only God gives us, because joy is internal, happiness is external. You know, you're happy if you get a new dog, or you're happy if you see a friend. That's external. But joy is what's in the heart, and that's where God, only God can give that, okay? So that is what true joy is when God is the fulfillment of all desires.
But true joy, and I'm sure you've read the book, Fulfillment of All Desires. But Ralph Martin, the fulfillment of all desires. And so when you read that, you realize what truly fulfills only God, that joy. And as I'm listening to Jeanette tell that story of the loss of her son, there's no way you could have sustained without that joy. She had the joy of God, and that is only what God can fulfill. So happiness, yes, we'll be happy, Amelia, we'll be happy in the world. You know, when we get that promotion at work, we'll be happy in the world if we have our food and shelter and clothing, we'll be happy. But only true joy is fulfilled by God, the true fulfillment of all desires.
What is the true joy of our humanity?
You are listening to the Rosary Hour Podcast.
The question reminds me of a beautiful homily of now St. John Paul II when he was speaking to the youth, and he said in various ways, when you look for beauty, you are looking for Jesus. When you seek happiness, you seek Jesus. When you look for a good life, you ultimately are looking for a life with Jesus. We believe that Jesus is the eternal Word made flesh, and Jesus of Nazareth 2,000 years ago. But that Word is an image of the Father.
Join us for an evening of storytelling with Antonia Salzano Acutis. Father Nuno invites Antonia to talk about her stories of motherhood, of personal trials, and of overcoming suffering, and of course, the power of prayer.
But that word is an image of the Father, and he is an image of all that is good, true, holy, and beautiful. And Mary experienced such great joy in the joyful mysteries because she was in contact and relationship with Jesus. She was capable of holding him in her arms and carrying him in her womb and spending time with him while he was in Nazareth and Bethlehem and in Egypt. And similarly, she desires to share this great joy with us as well. And she does so especially through Holy Communion. Michelangelo, when he created the Pietà, that is now in the Vatican, he created that as an altarpiece, showing how Mary hands her son Jesus to us in Holy Communion. And when we live in that communion with Jesus, as did Mary, then we encounter great joy. Joy of a life together, but also joy even in the midst of suffering, so that we can offer up our pains, our sorrows, in union with Jesus for the salvation of souls, and especially in this context, for the souls in purgatory. Even those things that are not enjoyable about our days can become joys because they become moments of drawing closer to Jesus. Because with Jesus, all of our suffering and our pain bears fruit for his kingdom, and especially for the souls to enter heaven.
Amelia welcomes to the conversation on the Rosary Antonia Salzano Acutis.
Hi, this is Father Chris Alar, the Provincial Superior of the Marian Fathers here at the National Shrine of the Divine Mercy, and it's great to be part of the Rosary Hour Podcast. You know, the Mother of God, our Mother Mary, invites all her children to gather together in prayer of the heart when we pray the Holy Rosary. So the Rosary Hour Podcast, they created this mini-series of talks in microcast format to create a deeper understanding of why we pray, so we can all make that prayer an even more meaningful part of our daily lives. So in this educational mini-series on the Rosary, we invite you and those with you to go on this special journey with each of our guests. So take out your notebook, grab a pillow, or just sit back and listen. This mini-series on the Rosary is an invitation for anyone dedicated to deepening the why behind our prayers. And with that intention, a chance to offer to the Mother of God a genuine desire for change of heart and return to God. Thank you and enjoy, and God bless you.
Visit the Diary of Prayer at odiario.substack.com. That's Diary of Prayer at odiario.substack.com.